I came to Truth and Love in March of 2017.
We have been a part of Truth and Love for 5 years.
I've been a part of Truth and Love since 2017. But I knew Pastor Cobie before then because he came to my former church to preach. And when he came the first time, I liked him. And he came back a couple of more times. And the third time, I said, that's my church. And I prayed about it, and I asked God to give me some insight, and he did. And I decided to join in 2017.
I've been a part of Truth and Love since 2015, I believe it was, when we were on Main Street. I courted a little bit, maybe about a year or so. Courted meaning I was coming to service, and I really liked it, but kind of wanted to wait to see which direction the Lord was going to send me and my husband. And so when he finally said, yes, this is where we're going to be, was in 2017, but I've been around since 2015. Macy, how long have you been?
So I think I actually have been since 2017 because I think my mom just did it like with my mom and my dad. So then when we actually came by, I think it was like in 2017, and when I actually got to like know everybody, probably 2018.
It was different. It was very different. Churches I had been to were more of the traditional churches, but as Pastor said, this is a different church. We are a church of love, and it's making a big difference.
When I first came to Truth and Love, it was different because I just came from a church that just shut down.
Oh, that was the word. That was the messages. When my very first service was a Thursday night service. I kind of tipped in just to kind of see what it was all about. My son was the very first drummer here at TIL. And so I just wanted to see, where he was playing. Was he going to be fed, since he was going to be there for Bible study and for Sunday services? I wanted to make sure that it was a place where he could receive the word. So I tipped in one night, and I was like, "Ooh, kind of different." They forgot to turn the lights on. But it actually, the ambiance, it helped with the ambiance to have the lights off. And that particular night, I was like, oh, this is different, but this is good. It just kind of felt right. And so then when the word came that night, I was like, oh, wow. And then I think we were in the book of Acts. I think the series was Acts 29. I think it was Acts 29 was the series. And of course, it was 8 months into it, because once we got into the series, I wanted to see how it ended. And before I knew it, I was hooked.
So, I really think that my really favorite book was Esther, because that was the most one that I paid attention to. And I really like it, how it was about a woman who was the main character of the story, because women don't get a lot of attention. So I really like that it was about women.
I love my church first of all because I love my pastors. Pastor Cobie and Lady C, they are so compassionate, so loving, and so kind. Once you first come in that door, you will just know you're in the right place. And that's what I love about my church.
Because of the amazing atmosphere, the amazing people that are here, our pastors, both our pastors, they are always encouraging us on both ends, Lady Camilla and Pastor Cobie. We get more encouragement, and it helps us to grow as people.
I'm excited about TIL future is because I know TIL is going farther. We have a vision, and that vision is what we're working on. So I know we are going to be a big growing church.
I think that my faith in God, my prayer life, and me diving more into the Word has been very impacting because I have learned to trust and do more of the things to stay connected to God. We love our church.